All right, it's 7 o'clock. I'd like to call a meeting to order. Please rise for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I see everybody present tonight. Old business. Sorry, let me pull that up. Item number 1 is the regular meeting minutes of December 21, 2023 were provided for review. I need a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of December 21st, 2023 as presented.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Call a roll.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Major?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Mr. Clements?
Yes.
Motion passed. Audience participation. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to discuss and address the council on a topic that is not on the agenda? No takers. New business, the oath of office. The city clerk will administer the oath of office for Council Member Ward 1, Gene Kirby, Council Member Ward 2, Marcus Major, Council Member Ward 3, Jesse Garvey, and Council Member Ward 4, Pete Robinson. So please come up and stand in front of the dais.
Okay, would you raise your right hand and repeat after me? I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Kansas and faithfully discharge the duties of ward, state your ward, council member. So help me God. Thank you. This is your new 2024 council.
All right, get everybody.
You two dressed up?
Y'all don't have to leave if you don't want it.
You can leave.
No, exactly right.
We do though. That was good.
Bye, honey. Garvey, have a good night.
All right, item number 3 is Leavenworth County Fire District 1 Joint Fire Board appointments. The interlocal cooperation agreement requires a joint board to be named Fire District Board of Trustee members. The joint board consists of the mayor and 2 council members of the city of Lansing, the Delaware Township Board Trustee, and the High Prairie Township Board Trustee. The joint board will meet on January 9th, 2024 at 7 p.m. to name the Fire District Board of Trustee members. So I need a motion to appoint Mayor McNeil and council members Don Studnicka and Marcus Major to the Leavenworth County Fire District Number 1 Joint Fire Board.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Call roll.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Major?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clements?
Yes.
Motion passed. Item number 4 is purchase of police radios. The Lansing Police Department is replacing the 11 base radios in each of the patrol units. The current radios are approximately 15 years old and obsolete. TBS Electronics in Topeka is the distributor that the police department purchased the prior radios from, and they maintain the radios well. So I need a motion to authorize Lansing Police Department to purchase 11 800 digital base radios from TBS Electronics in the amount of $37,844.07.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Just a question.
Don?
Chief, I remember years ago when we bought radios and whatever, there was a problem with frequencies between like fire departments, the state patrol and whatever, these will all be able to match up in case, like a tornado or whatever, emergency preparedness.
Yeah, when we switched over to the 800 digital
The 800
system,
digital.
when we initially went to this band,
Right,
we're capable to do it. There's more channels in these systems than what we'll ever use, but we are on the state, the Turnpike trunking
right.
network, so.
That's what I was
yeah,
concerned about,
Yeah.
because there was a lot of disjointed back
The
several
big,
years ago.
the big deal on these is just, we've gotten our money out of these radios that we have in our units
understand.
right now. And like I said, they're not encrypted. The ones we have currently are not capable of doing encryption, and I think you're going to start seeing that encryption come into play. And to
Yeah.
put it in perspective, I had to replace one this year. I ordered it in May, and I still haven't got it yet. So that's how far behind Motorola is on
Yeah, no, I understand.
getting this stuff out there.
Thank you, Chief.
Anyone else?
Electronics lose their modernness right away.
Usually within
How
5
long will
years.
these last, do you think?
They're electronics. Motorola got smart when they did this because they do a series for so long and they just quit making parts for it. So it's just the portables that we use right now, we can't get parts. So if they fail, they're done. On that, the bases are you might be able to find some to strip and take parts off of. But as far as manufacturing new parts, they usually last 5 to 8 years and they just don't make parts for it anymore. Yeah,
That's
good business plan because eventually the radios wear out and you have to replace them.
Right, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not in our notes. What was in your budget line for these radios?
38,000.
38.
Yeah.
I read that. Any other discussion? Okay, call the roll.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes,
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Major?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clements?
Yes.
Motion passed. Item number 5 is purchase of police vehicles. The Lansing Police Department solicited bids for police package patrol vehicles from 3 vendors. The only vendor to submit a bid was Main Street Chrysler. The following are the bid amounts received for the vehicle only. It does not include the additional cost of upfitting with the emergency equipment. Landmark Dodge, no bid. Dave's Moore, no bid. And then Main Street Chrysler, bid for $43,465. So I need a motion to authorize the Lansing Police Department to purchase 1 police vehicle from Main Street Chrysler Dodge. The purchase price for a single replacement vehicle is $43,465, which does not include the cost of the emergency equipment to be added to the vehicle.
So move. Second.
I have a motion, a second. Any discussion for the chief? Any questions? No question. I have a motion, and a second. Call the roll.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
yes,
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Major?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clements?
Yes.
Motion passed. Last item on the agenda is Independence Day celebration site selection. The city must select a location for the 2024 Independence Day celebration due to the division and selling of the northern lot of Lansing Town Center. The Independence Day celebration can no longer be held at the Mary Street and Center Drive Avenue, or Center Drive. During and after action meeting, city staff from all departments discussed where to hold the celebration in 2024 and proposed 2 potential locations, Kenneth Bernard Park and Lansing High School. So I need a motion to authorize CED to approach Lansing USD 469 to determine if LHS is a viable option for Independence Day celebration, or to authorize the usage of Kenneth Bernard Park as the site for the Independence Day celebration. So, that's the motion. I'm sorry. You guys gonna?
Well, we can discuss before we make the.
Yeah, we can discuss now if you want to discuss the
please.
2 options.
Yep.
I wasn't in on the planning of that. Is there any scenario or options at the high school if they do okay that, or if we do go that route, that they don't take up any parking spots, like the
That-
vendors and stuff like that?
That we would not use parking, or?
Yeah, one on that diagram looks like one of those parking lots is for vendors or something.
Right. So that we had probably 30 to 40 people from the city staff at the after action,
Yep.
and we were just kind of spitballing. Again, at that point, we hadn't even approached the school district,
Okay.
but it was just like, where can we hold this, right? And so all of what was presented in the packet is very preliminary. There's nothing necessarily set in stone, because we haven't even talked to this. Well, Tim spoke with Mr. Cosba on Tuesday, but we haven't gotten yay or nay from them. So
Tim, what's Marty's?
He didn't object to it. He asked like where the fireworks would be shot off, and he wanted to verify, if they were shot off in a certain area, they wouldn't fall down on like the field turf, the really expensive football field. He just didn't want damage to school property. So that was kind of the main thing that he had said, but it was probably only a 5-minute discussion. It was quick, but I think we both acknowledged that if the city council wants to go that avenue, then he has to bring that to the school board.
Right, so when did the decision have to be made?
Sooner would be better, because
right now we have...
we have time. Yes.
Right? So, tonight we can either say we're having it at Kenneth Bernard,
Correct.
or we say continue discussions with the school district. Those are the two options.
Yeah,
I mean.
We do not need.
Move on,
Right.
right? So that would be my motion, to make formal talks or whatever with the school board and get a yay or nay from them. If they're a nay, then we're done, we move on. If they're okay with it, then nail that down. I think it's so premature to make a decision tonight.
It's a great idea.
Well, it depends. If the motion is we want to just go to Kenneth Bernard and not even mess with the school district, we could do that too.
Yeah.
We've done it out there before.
Yeah, that'd be fewer steps, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but when we done it before, we didn't have ball fields, and how much parking it we lost, and
We actually gained parking,
Yeah, there's,
300.
I think 300 or 400 parking spots there now, but I guess if you guys think about it, maybe before the fields were there, we'd maybe have 1,000 or a couple thousand vehicles there parked in the
we
grass.
don't have the parking now that we had then.
When we used to
There's
let
not
it
as
park on
much.
the grass.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's fewer parking spots, but it's hard parking. But yeah.
Yeah. There's fewer parking spots.
And then when
You're
we,
gonna lose parking at the high school, I think, compared to Kenneth
I
Bernard.
don't know.
I'm not positive on the number there.
Rough guesstimates on the parking situation at the high school was over 450 to 500, if not more. But that was really rough. Kenneth Bernard does not have nearly that many. So,
I think there was also the thought too.
excuse me?
You said it's not near that many?
No, it does not. Kenneth Bernard does not have that access.
I think
And-
Bernard's under, it's like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
300. The other thing that was
Surprising.
appealing to some people about the idea of the high school, that'd be walkable for at least some neighborhoods in Lansing, not all, but that would be walkable for some areas. So that could help.
I like the
In
idea
both-
of the,
in
of-
both-
of exiting. You got
Yeah.
red lights and you got 2 exits that, it's, you move traffic a lot easier and quicker going in and going out.
That is, yeah, and other people who have worked Kenneth Bernard Independence Day celebrations have said that busing people in and out, especially the out portion, can get dicey at certain times, and so traffic would be a from this vantage point, traffic would be much better at the high school, which is one of the reasons why we're asking to go talk to them.
All right. So I need a motion to authorize CED to approach Lansing USD 469 to determine if LHS is a viable option for the Independence Day celebration.
So move.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Call roll.
Mr. Brungart?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Major?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clements?
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Reports. Any department heads? Josh, anything?
I've got a new code enforcement officer, former police officer of the city, William Lynn, or Bill Lynn, and that's about all I have to report.
Okay. Gary? Nothing. Chief? Nothing. All right. City attorney?
Another report, Mayor.
All right. Tim?
We're hoping to have the approval of the pool bids at the March 7th City Council meeting. So I know that's something you guys are getting questions about from your residents. It'll be out on the street soon. People will be able to submit their bids. We'll do the bid opening, and then that will be before you guys on March 7th. So be on the lookout for that. We had spoken a little bit about doing that strategic planning session on a future Saturday. It seemed like March 2nd worked for the greatest number of people, so we're penciling that in right now. The date's not finalized quite yet, but we're shooting for March 2nd, which is a Saturday. So, another thing, there is a bill in the Kansas Senate right now to reestablish the local ad valorem tax reimbursement program. And I think that's in like a conference committee right now. So they are asking for testimony from cities and counties if you want to submit a letter talking about what reestablishing LAVTR would do to your community. I think most of you guys are aware it hasn't been around for about 20 years. So I mean, it's something that that would be a huge benefit for Lansing and our taxpayers. There's an estimate calculator on what that would do, and I think for Leavenworth County it was like 3.5 mils. I'm not sure if that's broken down all to the county or if then the county would disperse that to the cities. But still, even if it's just to the county, 3.5 mils would be pretty substantial for all of our taxpayers. So I wasn't sure if you guys had any thoughts on the city submitting a letter for testimony to reestablish LAVTR, or if you guys
Yeah, I think,
don't like
I
that.
mean, Tim, can't we just draft a letter in favor of it and have the whole entire governing body just sign it?
Yeah, that'd be fun. We could.
I mean,
we
that
could
way we
draft
don't have to do individual letters. We say, hey, City of Lansing's in favor of this.
Yeah.
What would carry more
A
weight?
lot more power.
Yeah.
Would show
Would
unity.
that carry more weight than everybody?
Yeah, I think one letter with whoever wants to sign it, being able to sign it, I think that'd be perfect. Yeah.
And
Quick on
if
that,
you
though.
don't agree with it, then you just don't have to sign it.
Yeah.
But I think the majority of us would be in favor of it.
But that hearing's coming up pretty soon, isn't it?
I think they want it in the next few days.
Okay.
So I'll double check
You
on
have it
that.
drafted already?
I have not drafted it yet.
I
But
say we should sign it tonight.
He was waiting
Yeah.
on your direction.
Fish. Get on that right after we're done.
I'll track some of you guys down and see if I can get you guys to sign it tomorrow or Monday then. But we can draft something, because again, I know the estimate from what I saw was 3.5 mils for the county, which again, I mean, that would be hundreds of dollars a year for our residents. So I think, that would be a positive thing.
Yeah.
So,
Anything we can give back to the residents would be.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. So,
Is that it, Tim?
yep, that's all I have.
Okay, go around the horn, starting with Kerry.
Gene, Marcus, Jesse, congratulations. Welcome aboard. Pete,
Thank you.
we're a good group. We work well together. Happy New Year to everybody, and that's all I got, Mayor.
All right, thanks. Kerry. Don?
Congrats to our 4 members down on the other end of the dais. Look forward to working with you again. And that's all I have.
All right, thanks, Don. Kevin?
Again, congratulations and welcome, Pete. Thank you to the group. And Tim, thank you for handling that email as you do all emails. You were prompt, accurate, and comprehensive, and you've been doing that for about, 10 years now? Just amazing. Thank you. That's all I have.
That's it? All right, thanks. All right. We'll go to Gene. I didn't give you guys time to talk after your oath, so I figured you could say what you want to say now.
Well, that's fine. So it's gonna be a busy year with the pool coming up, Tractor Supply coming up, hopefully, the apartments coming up. Got a lot going on, moving in the right direction. So it's gonna be a good year, I think. Glad to be here. That's all I have.
Okay, thanks. Marcus?
Yep, Gene hit it well. Happy New Year and congratulations to my peers up here. Great job and yeah, busy year. A lot of great things. Town Center road repair and all that's looking really good, Tim. It was good. That's all I got, Mayor.
Thanks, Marcus. Jesse?
Yeah, thank you to everyone that voted that is allowing us and trusting us to serve your city. Really appreciate your faithfulness in this, and congratulations to all the victors. Look forward to working with you guys. I was talking with my wife about the Independence Day celebration, and she was like, what happened to Lansing Town Center? I said, well, eventually there's going to be buildings there. She's like, well, I like it there. I said, no, there's going to be buildings there, Brenda. So the discussion about this is good, because we need to move it somewhere and get Lansing Town Center going. So, but yeah, this is awesome that we're able to discuss this and get that moved somewhere where we can enjoy our time together and celebrate the 4th of July. So that's all I've got.
All right, thanks, Jesse. Pete?
I just want to say thank you also to the voters. It's a great honor to be on this board. I look forward to working with each one. And as Mr. Brungart said, I want to work well with each one of you, and I look forward to that. I had a great opportunity to meet with all the division supervisors. 2 days I spent with them, and I was able to really look at things that I didn't know about. I'll give you an example, the wastewater treatment plant. And I got to spend a couple hours with Mr. Zell. I got to meet with the board clerk, and she went through some paperwork with me. But the thing that shined through for me was the competency and the level of professionalism from everybody in the city. This is a very well-run organization, and I think it's led well by Tim. He's doing an amazing job. Every employee I talked to, I was impressed with. So thank you again for letting me be a part of this, and thank you to the voters for voting me. And I will do my best to do a great job. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Pete. Dan, you're the final.
I want to echo congratulations to people coming into office. And like Gene said, looking forward to this year. I think we've got a lot of great things that's going to be happening for our citizens in our town. And with that, I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. Call the roll.
Mr. Brungart?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Major?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
We are adjourned.